either say Attorney General ne refi laws and I say Attorney General no or your politics and I see cabin or pentia because you see okay NTAC Boyfie versus NTAC also where an enactment prescribes a procedure, that procedure ought to be followed. A chance says I am maybe say a mara winnie and faswa wouldn't mean free samran on samrana was our day juma. Boyfie versus NTAC Limited. When an enactment prescribes a procedure, that procedure ought to be followed. Now, KK, so video man sika ya wamre kwa ya obibi a friend Court Act 459. Court Act 459. A chese kwanya so bi fa so disika na nipa na pese otu esika na dem omaya e kwanya ofaso na ma mempoto kakra bi section 35 of the Ghana Court Act 1993 Act 459 specifically addresses offers of compensation or restitution in cases where a person is charged with an offense that has caused economic loss, harm, or damage to the state or a state agency. It allows the accused to offer compensation or make restitution. And if the prosecution accepts and the court finds the offer satisfactory, the court can then accept a guilty plea and order compensation instead of a sentence.
Section 35.
Section 35 of Act 459. Okay. That is Court Act. Eti jumadie no de obema wo hunu ne se ubon se ebekere wo se obi afa oman ni sika no wadi no abo oman ne ka no sa Court Act ne man kwan se obetimi ede Ghana abesi tebia na ewo mu ana yesika ne yeni ye ne yete no ode e ba besi wo no apata yen na empata na obepata yen no this ode adesrede kosre Attorney General no na court no nso ode adesrede ni bi ama court no na court ni gitumu a ansa na sa nipa no gwatimi atua sa sika na de amayen na meba o san wi a ye wo plea bargaining act omo amende act 29 no section bi no de plea bargaining act no so mayen act 1079 na no so section 162A ye hwe de e kan ho section 162A ho na abehu se Attorney General no ade a wo ye no se eye ne kwan no a or say plea bargaining act in Ghana is Act 1079, specifically section 162A. This section outlines the process of plea agreement, stating that a person charged with a criminal offense can negotiate a plea agreement with Attorney General or their authorized representative before judgment is delivered. Before judgment is delivered. That means that asemno enipa bia yemfa ne say wadi oman sika na waba oman ka na opesa one oman ne tenase na oman no utua ne de che wo no wo be tro krata de akwasra Attorney General no na ama Attorney General ne de aba court say opesa one usiesi ansa na court na abebu awfo. That means there was asem ne dey e court na court di asem no nti wo di asem na mu oba abebu awfo no na wo ye plea bargaining na let's Attorney General ni so bra no de aba court na court nso so ate ase a na afi de plea bargaining no ya enter na afi watu eska no na mpata bia so de pata o man no wa pata no na keke question mi bisa ne say Attorney General nchire mu ode bae eninti na me ka kire o say NTAC Boyfie versus NTAC where an enactment prescribes a procedure, that procedure ought to be followed. Court na di kan ka say ye mra bi na mra na kire kwan ya wo so fa so a eni kwan so free sa emra no ho na emum na wo kofa wo nko a wo mra ese wo didi obi na emum e so follow sa procedure na emra na ya kire no ebi ni Court Act section 35 and a plea bargaining act Act 1079 section 162A. Enti question mi busa nti emu de he na Attorney General no de aye adwuma na de ehu kura wa asem nim say unim say Attorney General no an na ye lawyer for Kwabenado for. Yeah, he was a defense lawyer for Kwabenado for Unibank. Yeah, yes, a bank na Unibank. Eti enipa krona na asa be Attorney General no what prosecutorial power under Article 88 of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. But nolly prosecutor means that state ni are no more interested in the criminal case, so the state wants to terminate it. Law nature say any kwan so ma obia explanation nolly prosecutor. Na nolly prosecutor no edi na state bi betimi enter nolly prosecutor one ebia state ni hu se one okọ court no ebia obedi for eno ya one state ni hu se charge no kra no ebia ya anye ni yie enti de how bebre no all these factors state ni hu se bia accused person ko ebe ye bedi asem ni bewie na wase compensate accused person rather enti obe enter nolly prosecutor without o ema country na state no explanation bia withdrawal de ebia na how bia ba charge nim enti how na abamu no nti ebetimi de how abra nti o withdraw now withdraw we are no assign recharge say nipa no wasa sorry wasa sa charge the foforo enti wo charge nipa no foforo a na wasa sort it to charge sheet no na de charge foforo abon no enti ne withdraw obonso ugina wane asan che accused person ni biem ne de naba that is section 54 na ye kan ho say enti dia mpesa me kire ne say o withdraw dia o ma justifiable reason o so ma court no reason ti a o withdraw but we enter nolly prosecutor unya say oma court be a reason but the general say we enter nolly prosecutor
okay and it before say why a world of good say empo oba be chire mu
no the point is and then I make a choice say boy fear be say NDC where not me prescribes a procedure that procedure ought to be followed because court na di kan kire say am mra na ya na kire say so we enter nolly prosecutor e my explanation bia etidi enti na wafum sa amra na abema explanation because of our guilty conscience and na madwent bad faith bi atachiri ene ne wuye enti na wanhu ni se Ghana for bebo wachi enti wasa oba na abechire mu in any case Owura Kwabnado for several aspects nko a odeka be 5.something billion Ghana cedis ana wadie on the bank no omadie ana ye wo criminal aspect and so wealthy about be 2.something billion what you see enye sika ketewa wo obo ka calculator so enkoso na se wawie na nipa ne so oba ba betua at what time no ne enter plea bargaining mekano section 162A of the Criminal and Other Offences Act he fa biem na saka wo court act section 35 ese wo atene general ono wa kwanhyehyɛ na san hyehyɛ we kura wa ma court ate ese plea bargaining na sei na opeso ye asotwe empata sen no de aka state no ho eso de be pata yen no de tua sescan ehne fa atene general na ntimi ankasa amfa court act section 35 no and when ntimi so ankasa amfa plea bargaining no section 162A of what Criminal and Other Offences Act when timiso akasa amfa ho de okan ya say wa enter nolly prosecutor to withdraw to terminate the case na nolly prosecutor na wa enter no if you say Owura Kwabnado for wa tu sika ni mu 60%. Hey keke the point is law be na wo Ghana has say so bi betua percentage a ye gina so de enter nolly prosecutor ingredients are the man nolly prosecutor no be bia ni wa kire say accused person tu sika ni bia wo say wo enter nolly prosecutor opa fa phone na google Nebusa say on what grounds and you enter nolly prosecutor whether or not it will tell you say accused person pay part of the money you can enter nolly prosecutor and you have to also come out and give explanation to that effect regardless of any amount ebia Owura Kwabnado for so wakotua in any case yakura ye hu receipt hunu bibia any sika kura bank kura mo de ato
but lawyer sorry some bad because me person amount for sua be play devil's advocate said you have better can because be tie in 70 bi and the lawyers the NDC for nsem bi obo eka na omunu susu ye de say ye bechina tu na ye beji sika no e de amo man no ne wan na Ghana for ye pe na ye china tu ma ye nya mfaso bia wo so de sa kombo no ka e de ye di sika na mfaso wo so che say ye bechina tu
medasi keke and I me call kwada so court no bebere ne adu omkoto mu obi wa okra ye jeli na ye san so on centuries ka no criminal case ntia pro Owura Kwabnado for ntia ba se court so o jeli no na ode na tuma onya sika we nyina ma metua because na mu nya de na akola na okowi anwa na ye jeli no na ye se on century anwa no ka no san kwade ma boso me miensa no etu ntimi ntua entu fi se Owura ai maame agrada etu fi se 15 years na de ma no na agrada onya sika ni ntua enti unim se court no kra ba bi wosan ka se wontua sika no ba ko bi ode man talantane ko ahwan advertisement court no ka se wontua sika no wanya wonsan kwada mu eno so 1 month nka ho etu fi se maame agrada ko wonya sika ni ntua adenti na agrada ntu odamu ntu ono no ontimi meye sa plea bargaining nka ontimi nye adenti na ho dia atene general no wan ko enter nolly prosecutor aden na agrada ade ne de wan ko enter nolly prosecutor aden maame na ne bana kwa wia ntosi ade ni gina kwada so court no aden wan ko enter nolly prosecutor adentina abrantie na wakobo krono no akowia 2500 Ghana ye di ngina tafo court no aden na attorney general I enter nolly prosecute no ura kwabnado for what is so special about ura kwabnado for ntia attorney general over 5 billion why enter nolly prosecute ase wa twa asem
by Simon Squad you say it represent 10.6% and yet 60%
yes, 10 point something billion so is yes 10 point something 800
6%
and no 800 pen watua asika ni nyina ahye ne to. So the point is obaye no weja NDC fo nko but what prepare owura wuntumi chama wuntumi sa wode ne be court etu de chama wuntumi court for there ho say wutumi enta nolly prosecute ade a wode chama wuntumi e de enti na ade ne court and ade ne be court na later why enta nolly prosecute and nolly prosecute no minim say age no we lawyer we doctor maybe I know you good academician ade kire na mo me babara ne de a minim se bia na several cases na otaya anaye boapaye because anya boapaye a oti nolly prosecute asepa a wonim se nolly prosecute ye nyina se obi atua 60% binti na enter nolly prosecute me se google na hwe ade se on what grounds ana court bi betimi enter nolly prosecute whether or not so obi tua 60% ye enter nolly prosecute. You see over fees omanya the goodwill of the good people of Ghana etidiomu pebia when it comes to NDC ni ese NDC ni yanya na de a ya we see a treating ye. Now when it comes to any ordinary Ghanaian and now obi a yache no Ghana ha bia o Ghana ni de e we see a treating differently na say any pan de ya punishment. That is why I have been saying that President Mahama is practicing what anocracy but not democracy. Anocracy and wodi ya adwuma but not democracy. Na keke e kame say amanfo ntimi nka obi asuro President Mahama ne na mamuo because o me ya no ma se kakwa motobi ni abechewo ne di hunhuna. But let me tell Attorney General and only the prosecutorial powers and the president of the republic say what they are doing, you know, and yet the good people of Ghana and yet there. Because where Jack Collins Dauda, where Jai Minister of Finance at forcing, where Jai Kwabnado for, where Jai why any panatos mean to mean ka, or by where Jai woman na. Adentina MPP need their watching at the Neko court. Adentina Kolana wako wiangwano, ujina kwa ada so court. Adentina obijina high court, wako wiahen 10,000, ujina kwa ada so court, eno ya kwa kujeli no. Enti de ben na yen, and I said law equality no, equality before the law. Eno, when you treat it differently, so equality before the law, one of the cardinal principles are a woman medemuno, equality before the law. And na Samson Ayine wade ya jumano. And I know office in Sikano, Dominic Ayine. And na Dominic Ayine or the adwuma no because we are honorable aye no ese omna mehwe no mfa pepepe ye ne trene mfa maye ne mpo account be na US kana gum na 60% no e wo hene
and na me kan o say a landed property a landed property
and ya fe na value value property no ya beton ana asesen na state na beton na ye fa ho de ye annex of what Attorney General's office.
No, I'm value na yeah. No,
Keke, we should tell Dr. Samson Ayine. I said your war, you know, good people of Ghana, he should desist from that. If he has forgotten of his loss, he should go back for his loss. Uncle Fan and Brani. That is not prosecutorial power, ya mano, by virtue of Article 88, you know, and you know the Juma. Or your competent lawyer, on farm running your Juma, on a Dr. Srimsai. The way they are treating Ghana person, the person of Ghana now, umudi among for egu atoprene, omun crofon kwa no muja omo seti omo sa clearing agent no omo ye no. If you are seeing na hwe omo, one day they will account for it. Obi bu form wakusi wo mankasa. Enya nwanwa se Bank of Ghana.
Minority crime indicators say maybe
somebody may file a process e court. Esi womo because of what they are doing. Or omunya botre one day power necessary. Obi bese some court for Jumedie na omoye no. Enye the best. What you say? Obi disika say ya. Mo bese betua. Akola bi gina tech. Ekwan ho na koma tokru down holy heart. Sa akola no. Yenya bibia amfa sika bia amfa nkwankwa no ba nipa ba akofo. Omo afa 5 point something billion over 7 billion. Edi. Na den taxpayers you TS ka asa na ban bia ba no abedi no okọ. Aban bia ba no abedi no okọ. Mfa so be na Ghana benya free so. It won hwe court act no. Mrs. Section 35. When Timmy and Mekasa and Ujina so. When Timmy and Mekasa said Ujina Plea Bargaining Act. Section 162A of Act 1079.
So, one of your kind of planes and yet plea bargaining. One call and
so any plea bargaining nolly prosequa under what grounds and ultimately nolly prosequa was it based on obiatua 60% of a car there and I went nolly prosequa now in any case you do rock up another for court near the clock or 2 ma a cabin near bono or more that sells near 2 cities as a 3 cities near the third and momody no only the 3 cities in between and money dear and nipa ben our chain will be and answer why you rock up another phone in Tiana equality before the law yes you know ye pepe wom running so I was say we treat you be a pepe edi eti na NDC for nkwana yes set omo free in fact omo hwe o man ni ye na dachi omo obi ka dachi omo wa kontabuo